and writing. Reading and writing. And that means in words. Writing, I mean in words. And the reason this falls together in the same second because it's the same thing. Because if you can read it, you can write it. For example, if I have this, okay, 3.14. If I ask you to say that decimal for me, I don't mean I want you to say 3.14. I want you to say it out how we would say it in words. Does anybody know how we would say 3.14 in words? It's like a three-step process here. Jacob?
3 and 14.
You're close.
10.
You're closer. 3 and 14. Nicholas?
3 and 14 hundredths.
Correct. Okay. When you say this, it's 3 and 14 hundredths. Write down these rules. The first thing you do is you say the number in front of the decimal. Uh-oh. My phone seems to be not liking something. Okay, and that's where the number 3 comes from. The 3 is in the front. Okay. Second thing you do is, for the decimal, you say the word and. Okay, 3 and, oops. And as a little side note, a lot of times people, when they say a number like this, they'll say 306. Technically, you should never do that. Okay, the only time you say and when you're saying a number is when there's a decimal point. So when you're saying a number like that, it should just be 306, no 306. Just a little side note, a little pet peeve of mine. Third step is to say the number after the decimal. Okay, and that's where Jacob got to. He said 3 and this number after the decimal is 14. Okay, but then you have to finish up with the last thing, which is to say what place the last digit is in. Say what place the last digit is in. And this, the last place, the last digit is in the hundredths place, so that's what you say, the hundredths place. So in a recap, it is 3 and 14 hundredths. 3 and 14 hundredths. So if you have this, and I asked you to say that, again, do it step by step, it's pretty easy. The number in front of the decimal is 200. The decimal is the word and, 200 and. The number after the decimal is 20, and the 0 is in the hundredths place. 200 and 20 hundredths. Okay. And some of you might say, is that the same as 200 and 2 tenths? It is. It means the same amount, but if you're given that 0 there, you have to say it when you put the thing in there. How about this one? Let's go one more. How about? How would you say that number? 7.018. 7.018. Michael?
7 and 18,000.
Very good. 7 and 18 thousandths. How about that number there? 1306.532 would be, survey says, Gary,
1,306 and 532,000.
very good, 1,306 and 532 thousandths. I believe, okay, in addition to this though, you also have to be able to change words into decimals. I'll put that back up there. Change words to decimals. In other words, what if I give you this? 6 and 70 thousandths. Okay. Works the same way. The first thing you want to find is the word and, because the word and means what? It's the decimal. It separates this into two parts. So you've got a decimal, the number in front is 6, that's pretty easy. It's always the back part that always gives people trouble. How do I write 70 thousandths and make sure that I have it right? Okay, because a lot of times I see people go, oh, 70, oh, and then I need something in the thousandths, and that's not right because that's 700 thousandths. What you want to do is make sure, oh boy, what you want to do is make sure, I don't want to erase this. Okay, you know that it goes all the way to the thousandths place, so that means there have to be 3 places after the decimal, and the last digit of your 70 has to go here, because you would read that as 70 thousandths, and you're going to have to put a 0 in to fill in the blanks there. Righto?
Yes.
How about this one? You write down this one for me. 36 and 608 thousandths. 36 and 608 thousandths. 36 and 608 thousandths. Again, split it apart at the word and. That's your decimal point. You got something in front, you got something in the back. It would be, Evan, what comes in front of the decimal?
36.
36, what comes behind it?
600.
Okay, 608, and you need to make sure that that 8 is in the thousandths place, is it? Thousandths, tenths, thousandths, hundredths, tenths. Good. Let's see if the book gives us one more problem. What about this one? Here's one. 234 thousandths. 234 thousandths. What do you think on this one? This one's a little bit different. Alexa?
You have no numbers before the decimal.
Exactly. You see there's not the word and there, okay? And it'd be different if they didn't have this word thousandths on here, because 234 would just be 234. So since it says 234 thousandths, that means this whole thing is a decimal number. If you wanted to, you could stick in here 0 and, if you like, because that's what it would be the same as. But we don't have to put that 0 and in there. You look at that last word, if it has a THS at it, you know that it's a decimal number. So, you can put decimal point 234, as long as that 4 is in the thousandths place. Feel free to put that 0 in there, just because it looks better. Alright, you good with that? I'm good with that. This is different.